How does your family cope with death and loss, especially when it disrupts your Christmas family traditions? Well, let's talk about that today on Tips on Teens. My name is Kent Toussaint. I'm a licensed marriage and family therapist, and I specialize in helping kids, teens, and families live happier lives. I lead two organizations, Teen Therapy Center and the nonprofit 501c3 organization, Child and Teen Counseling, both here in Woodland Hills, California. Every Wednesday at noon, I jump on to Facebook Live to answer your parenting questions. Let's answer today's. This is going to be my kids' very first holiday without their grandparents. My parents were the glue that held us together during the holidays. I'm not too close with my siblings, and we decided not to do Christmas together, so it'll just be us. My kids are understandably sad because they won't see their cousins and they miss their grandma. What can I do to help us get through it? Thank you for your question. And first I want to acknowledge the loss that your family is going through. My heart goes out to you and your kids. I think a lot of families can relate to this situation. A lot of families go through this. And there's a lot to unpack here. There's going to be a new tradition. I think this gives you an opportunity to have a new tradition, not by ignoring the loss of the grandparents, but by embracing that. And I know that sounds kind of weird because I don't want Christmas to be sad, but it's going to be sad anyway. Let's allow sadness to be there, because if we allow the sadness to be there and don't pretend it's not there, then it opens up happiness as well. I think you can totally honor your grandparents, even if it's just, the small group of you without the cousins, without the aunt and uncles. Do you have ornaments in the Christmas tree that honor your grandparents or their grandparents? Were there family traditions? Maybe grandma made a bunch of cookies and, use her recipe, make those cookies. Go through, the iPhoto and look at all the old photos and laugh about the memories that help you honor your grandparents and the times that you spent together. I think that's a way to incorporate their grandparents into the holiday tradition and to create new traditions. They may feel like they are missing their aunts and uncles and cousins. I understand you and your siblings are not that close, and if that's what you decided, that's fine. It's not the end of the world. I think it's important to make sure that you guys are finding time without phones. Everyone's got to put their phone away and just be together as a family. Put the video games away unless you're all playing together on the Switch or whatever that is. But, look to board games, cooking together, going for walks, having special occasions, doing something that's special, that's meaningful for your family, helps you guys connect and bond. And again, this is not the time to talk about the dirty socks strewn about the house. That's a conversation for another day. If this is the one day you celebrate the family, just focus on having fun. And you're going to have to let a few things slide. They're going to make a mess. They're going to not put their toys away. It's okay for just this one day. What if the house was just a little bit messy and you guys all disconnected and had fun? Maybe that creates an opportunity for that to keep going and keep going. And the focus is less on following the rules and more about having fun together. One other thing you can do, I think a lot of people did this over the pandemic, is if you're not going to be with your cousins or the aunts and uncles for this holiday, what if everyone agrees to set up a computer and go to FaceTime or Zoom or Skype or whatever online you want to use, and everyone has chimed in. It's this open there for a couple hours, and people go to the screen and talk when they want to talk and go away when they want to go away, just like if you had a big family gathering. So I think it's possible to incorporate the cousins in, even if they're not running around the house. At least they can see each other through an online platform. Again, this is not easy, but I do think it creates an opportunity for more connection, more bonding, and healing by honoring the loss and not ignoring the loss. Anyways, that's our question today for Tips on Teens. My name is Kent Toussaint with Teen Therapy Center and Child and Teen Counseling. If you'd like me to answer your question here on Tips on Teens, email us at tipsonteens@teentherapycenter.com. Thank you so much. I'll see you next Wednesday, and have a good week, guys. Bye-bye.